Hi, it's Kim Lawn here. I would love to share with you my way of working through the year that's been to move forward to the year that's coming. This time is this few days in transition because often we're focusing on the future, but it's also really important to be in the present, be in the now, enjoy this few day time, and also use it as an opportunity to explore what happened for you in 2015. And I'll teach you an energy technique or how I actually go through my 2015 year to have it feel even more complete for me. So the things that you'll need is your diary, your 2015 diary. So whether that was done on your iThing or your Google Calendar, or I'm an old-fashioned girl with diaries and I like to have it on paper. So I have my passion planner out and I go through each month. So before I get to that, just pause the video here and go off and get your calendar and a piece of notepaper that you can write on would be great. See you soon. So welcome back. What I really want you to do is actually go through your diary for each month. So start back in January, write down some of the highlights and lowlights of January. Same with February, same with March, April, May, right through till December. Also, look at if there's an overall theme for stuff that's been going on in your life. Is it in connection with the seasons? Is there a cycle through the year going on? As you start to do this more often, you will notice that your year may have a pattern to it. You might have an overarching biorhythm or energy force or whatever you like to call it playing out in your life. So the awareness of that then can be something that you use in your own planning and your own life. So if you know that you have a winter time, so a barren, more introspective time in your life from March till May, that would be a time that you have set in your diary for introspective. You really wouldn't be releasing a new program or being full on with your business in that time because it's against your normal cyclic rhythms. So that's where this practice can be really quite handy. So what I want you to do when you get all those things is you should have a list of words. Some of them will be positive words and some will be not so positive, depending on the month or the cycle was a joyous one or had some challenges for you. Whatever it is for you is absolutely perfect. So what I'm going to get you to do is use EFT, which is the tapping modality that I teach and train people to use, to clear the energy of each month as you go through the year. So start in January. Now, if you had a challenging month, I'm going to suggest, say if you wrote down you were frustrated and you had struggle, ask yourself, what did I need in January? And you might think, well, I really, really needed someone to hug me. So then what you do with that is the EFT round that you do is you give yourself a hug in January. So you send a hug to the January aspect or the January part of you. So you start with hands on heart, and the setup would be something like sending a hug to my January person or my January aspect. In EFT Master Prac, we use the language of aspect of a person who is not exactly in the now, so whether that's past or future, because technically I only exist and can only use the word I right here and now. So everything else is an aspect. So for me, right now, it would be sending a hug to the January aspect. And I'd start that as my setup phrase, a hug to the January aspect, and then tap that through. You'll be able to find other videos on how to do EFT in my YouTube channel. So then do that until you feel that the love and the hug or whatever it is you felt you needed then has flown through you and has cleared the frustration and the angst that you were feeling. So if February was a time where you felt joyous and beautiful, you can still say, what do I need? What did I need then? Or maybe just tap beautiful and joyous. If you wanted to do that for each month, that's perfect. You could do it in quarterly cycles. Often I run my life on 90-day cycles for planning and implementing goals and ideas and things. So a 90-day cycle is quite relevant to me. So you can do that for the 4 cycles of the year. Or if you really just want a speedy one, look at the whole year. What was the overall feeling for your year? Or just ask yourself, what did I really need for that year? And then do the EFT tapping round for that year. And that will help clear your energy, because often it's believed that if we don't clear the lessons, then they will keep reappearing until we have them done. So using EFT and feeding your energy system the lesson or the thing that you needed and you wanted sort of helps speed up the process for you, and you clear a lot of blockages by feeding yourself some good stuff, which is a perfect way to be. I think most of us are done with digging around in trauma and feeling that we're broken and lost, because we're actually not. We're perfect and whole, and exactly what we're experiencing in life is exactly perfect for us right now. So by asking yourself the question instead, what do I need right now? You finish it off for yourself. You give yourself permission to have good things. And remember, what you focus on is what you get. So if you're focusing at ways to improve your situation's going to improve. If you're looking for things that's wrong with your life, you're going to find things that are wrong. So that's a beautiful way of ending the cycle of the year. You could do it every month as you work through 2016 if you wanted to. It's a good way to leave that energy behind you and move forward. So when you've done all that and link in, and as you do this, like I said, for a few years, you can start to see how your cycles play out and what's important for you. The next thing that I do is generally choose a word for the year coming. And I tend not to share that. It's a private thing for me. So it's not something that I go, oh, my word for this year is blah, blah, blah. Because I like to live that and understand as well that if I chose, for example, pleasure for the year, then the word pleasure actually has a shadow. So while I'm experiencing pleasure, I'm also going to experience the shadow side of that, because that's where the lessons are. It's not about having sparkle farts and unicorns all the time. There's a flip side to everything, and words are magical in themselves. So choose your word, choose what you want to focus on for the year, and then move forward into that. You know, if you have an overall word for the year, you may be able to tap that with EFT into your energy system every day or once a week or whatever it is that works for you. Most importantly, have fun, enjoy, and shoot me any questions if you'd like more information or some tips and ideas around that. Have an awesome celebration time over the next few days as we experience life in the now. Thank you.